All right. Hello, carpet cleaning world. This is Roger Lloyd, your administrator. And tonight is Tuesday night, the Revolution Show. And tonight, we welcome back House Call Pro, but just not any House Call Pro, Sam Robinson. And you may have heard the name. He's been around for a while. He helped you with your data and what's it called? CR. What's it called, Sam? CR.
Customer relationship management.
Customer relationships management. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, if you do have any questions for Sam and about House Call Pro, try to give him a minute so he can read the comments. I made it nice and bright there. So if you guys do have it, have any, I know I don't see any viewers at this one particular moment, but that changes instantly, Sam. Oh, there, see what I mean? We got four of them right there. All right. So, Sam, tell us a little bit about House Call Pro and tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, man, oh man. Can't believe I'm on the show finally here. Roger Lloyd time. So, yeah,
Yes.
man, I've been kicking around the industry for a while now. Long time ago, back in the day, I used to do rotary cleaning. Done some stuff like, the grunt work, pulling up carpets, like in Louisiana in the middle of August, pulling up old carpets and glue, not having the cool equipment to do it with, doing all this by, the stick with the big thing on the end that you scrape it off with. So I got a little bit of a knowledge of the industry. And then a while back, joined Service Monster, was the sales manager there for probably around 6 years there. And now I'm with House Call Pro. And, software, as you know, is something that it can take your game to the next level, or it can hold you back if you don't utilize it. I've seen a lot of guys just using paper out there. Just, they know the value of a system, but I think a lot of us, not the big companies, but a lot of us owner-operator kind of guys that are out there doing the work themselves are hesitant to use something. We try simple. We try to keep things as simple as we can. And a lot of times that means we avoid technology. But when you utilize it right, man, it can take you to the whole next level.
So true. Now, Sam, I believe you're aware. I've seen you comment on a lot of my posts and a heck of a lot of my videos. You're aware that I have a unique way that I market to my residential clients. Well, I actually market that way to all of them, but we're talking primarily about residential right now.
Right.
A lot of times, for years, for decades, guys have been going into residential homes. They look around. They, get a client a little, product knowledge about chemical, mainly their equipment. They're always want to rip and rave about their equipment, but they don't give what I consider is the most powerful thing in any marketing that you should offer, and that's options to put your clients in control of their own financial destiny. Well, that's what I believe anyway. Because whenever you tell someone, oh, this is going, like, think if you went to your mechanic and he says, your car repair is going to be, I don't know, $2,000. And you're like, oh my goodness. And wouldn't it be nice if it was even possible if he said, well, I'm going to give you three options. One option is, 1,400. Another option is 1,800, but you need blah, blah, blah. And that's going to cost you $2,000. And that's one of the analogies I've taught over the years. And a lot of the guys at the conventions I go to, they get it, because they're like, yeah, I mean, at least they got options. And, they know if they don't go with the better option, they're going to get shortchanged. Or a lot of guys have tried it this way. Maybe the middle option is really what the price that they're trying to get from their client. So they'll give them a lower cost and then the price that they want, and then they give them some outlandish cost. Most people never want to feel like they're getting the worst.
Mhm.
A lot of people will settle in today's society for the mid grade if they don't shoot for the best.
Yeah.
And that's my philosophy. But Sam, now with what I just told you, how could House Call Pro professionalize that and make that stand out in the way I just explained it?
Yeah, and I think you're really onto something. I went to Strategies for Success recently. It's a class that John Don puts on. You got Bill Yaden, Steve Taburin. And one of the big things they talk about in there is that doing a good job is not good enough anymore. You got to turn your customers into cheerleaders. And you stop looking at that one job as a $150, $250 job and start thinking of it as this is a person who's going to repeat business, is going to refer family, going to refer friends. And if they're a cheerleader for you, that person becomes a $20,000 customer instead of a $250 customer. And so House Call Pro from the very beginning is focused on that end customer experience, turning customers into cheerleaders. And I think you hit it on the head when you said, put the customer in control. You know, when I think about throughout my life, I mean, I've struggled at times, I've been on top at times. I know very few times where I could just sit down and fork out $300, $400 for a professional cleaning. But if I had options, I would have done it a lot more often, right? So I think when you come into it, the first thing you're going to do, right, you're going to talk to the customer. You're going to evaluate the job. You're going to give them an estimate. And something for you guys who haven't followed Roger, he's got a really nice set of package deals that he can offer to customers. So you've got this first one, the Spring Fresh. It's 37 cents a square foot. The next one up is a Healthy Fresh, which is 47 cents a square foot. And then there's the BioClean Kid Friendly package, and that's 55 cents a square foot. Now, for you guys who have been in the industry a long time and have been struggling out there doing jobs, you know, even that bottom tier, that 37 cents a square foot, if that's all the customer can afford, that's still worth being on that job, right? It's worth unloading the equipment, going in, setting up, doing that job. Now, the other thing with the pricing of it, the lower package is 37 cents, the middle package is 47 cents, the upper package is 55 cents. And something I really like about that is the low and middle package are 10 cents apart, but the other one is only like 8 cents apart. It's closer together, so it makes it a lot easier to say, you know what, I like what's offered with this upper package. I want to save money, but I see the value in it. And if you're doing your job in the house, instead of just going in and handing them a sheet of paper and saying, here's what we do, you know, there's a lot of merit to that. So with House Call Pro, when you put together an estimate, and I may have to show you this, I'll post afterward, I'll go in the comments and I'll post some screenshots so you can see what this looks like. But when you put together an estimate in the field, you present them with all three options. And you can email that invoice to them with all three options, right? You're not handing them a piece of paper that gets chucked in the trash or lost on the desk. You email it to them. What's nice about that, how often do you talk to, you know, maybe it's the lady of the house and she says, well, I've got to talk to my husband and he's at work. Well, if you email that invoice to her or that estimate to her, she could email it to him while he's at work. She doesn't have to wait for him to come home, get settled in and say, hey, here's what we talked about today. Now, the other nice thing about it is inside that estimate, they'll see all three options, they'll see the pricing difference, and they see what's included. And I like the way you do it. I wish we could screen share right now so I could actually show. But you'll list on all three of them. Don't lift a finger. We vacuum for you. There's one of the options that has furniture that you can move for them. We'll move your furniture. It costs a little bit more, but we can move it for you. But I like the fact that you're going to vacuum on all three packages. Because seriously, you don't want the customer to vacuum. They got this old busted Hoover that ain't going to pick up anything, and you're going to have to vacuum anyway. So take credit for it. You're going to do the work. I like how you present that. You don't lift a finger. You're hiring us to do this for you. So customer goes in, they get the email, they look at this, and they can look it over and say, you know what, here's the 3 packages. Let me wait till he gets home. I want to talk it over a little bit more, or I want to email it to him, let him look at it. Here's the best part of that. When you come in on your end of House Call Pro, you can open up that estimate and it'll show you when you sent it, if they opened it, when they opened it, how many times they opened it, and if they clicked the link on there to accept it. Seriously, I mean, start to finish, it's everything you need. As a sales guy, I love this. You come in, as a customer, you come in, you see your options. You can click a button to accept right there. You can say, you know what? I want that BioClean kid-friendly package. Accept. Done. Or if not, if it's somebody who doesn't make a decision right away, you get to go in there and look at it and say, okay, I see that they opened it. Let me check back tomorrow. Okay, I see they actually opened this 3 times. They're looking at it. They're interested. And from your standpoint, I mean, how would you handle it differently if somebody just never opened it versus somebody that you saw, well, they opened this 5 times. I know they want to do something. Do I pick up the phone and maybe prod them a little bit, right? Very smooth system.
Wow, Sam, it's a shame you're not a carpet. Well, I'm glad you're not a carpet cleaner in my area.
I've been kicking the idea around. I'm telling you, man, I've been helping guys with marketing, been helping guys with, look, I talk to carpet guys all day, every day for almost 7 years now. And I'm a little old to be getting in the game right now. I'm going to turn 47 this year. But seriously, before I turn 50, I'm mulling it over. I may get in the game.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. I know that I think Katie's coming out to my conference in August. Man, it would be a joy if you could come out. You just get it, man. Like House Call Pro with my setup. You don't understand, Sam, how many days a week that someone will call me and be like, you know, Roger, I'm thinking about buying your package, but like I don't know, man. When you give people 3 packages, they're gonna want to think about it, and they're gonna have to get back to you. And it sounds real hokey pokey. What?
No.
Are you kidding me right now? What?
The big franchises do this. The big franchises, the guys who make the money, the guys who charge $450 a job, they do this. The old guys in this business, the guys who've been doing this for 30, 40 years, right? And I think the problem is a lot of guys now, they get into the business, they don't have the soft skills. They got, like you said, they got the equipment. They spent $50,000 on a truck mount, the RX-20, the zipper wand, the CRB. They got all the chemical racks. They got the nice van. They go in and do the job, but they don't know how to talk to the customer. That's what the old guys in this industry have got a big leg up on, because they get in there and they realize, hey, you can do everything. Man, I could do this with a portable and still do a great job, present the 3 packages, because it's about giving people options, and it's about letting them have some control in that process.
Right. Exactly. There was a gentleman in a group not too long ago. He shared with us that he went in, and he has House Call Pro. This is what baffles me. But anyway, he went in, he got a phone call. A lady, I believe he said, wanted 8 rooms done. And he quoted her, I think he said about $340, which at 8 rooms, I don't care what the square footage is, I'm going to at least get about close to 500. I'm going to get over. But anyway, that's the problem. He quoted her $340. She replied to him over the phone, oh, I don't know if you're worth $340. First of all, he's right. That was a major insult and punch in the face to him. But at the same time, he must take some self-blame for that, for the simple fact that if he had went in there or had presented her with, like, say, he has House Call Pro, he loves it, If he had presented her with three options, and $340, in my opinion, for 8 rooms should have been the lowest tier, even if she did not feel that $340 was worth it. She had two other options. So, and then the way it just is designed, like you said, the way the text and everything is written out, and you don't get a one-page scribbled on estimate. You
Right.
get, if you get my marketing package, you can integrate it right in House Call Pro. And so in the pricing section in the packages, it brings it down like each page, like each page tells you to serve. Like if they order, I get people that order 2 rooms with the bio clean package. They'll order maybe 2 rooms upstairs with just the middle package, healthy, fresh, deep clean. But it breaks it all down. Like I'm giving them like a short stack of like papers when that prints out, or if they print out their invoice, or from House Call Pro, or if the husband is looking at it at work, when they see that I'm charging them $500, $600, $700, they have so much itemized out. And then the way House Call Pro has it, bam, there's the total price right there. But it's not scribbled down on one sheet of paper. And it's not like some guy just wrote all this down real fast and left it there for her to discuss with her husband at dinner that night. Like they actually have to turn some pages, and like Sam just said, it even tells you the middle things. You guys take classes on spot removal. You guys take class. You call us all day long on pre-sprays. My group is like, if you look at 20 posts a day, which pre-spray should you use? These are the things that are itemized out in the estimate in House Call Pro. Don't lift a finger. We pre-spray for you. Don't lift a finger. We pre-spot. Whoa, 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 Roger, stop it. What are you telling the customer? You pre-spray and you pre-spot? That's stupid, man. Isn't that like the same thing? The guy that asked me that I would never put your name out there, just quit the business today. Just go back to John Donne School. Just quit the business today. And you asked me, isn't pre-spot and pre-spray the same things? My friend, I could have gave you a lesson. I could have gave you, but I would have to give you my PayPal so you could have paid me for it as well. Pre-spray, I'm not even going to do it. No, it's not the same thing. So when you get down on your hands and knees with an iron to get up a red stain, that's pre-spotting. When you're pre-spraying with a Hydroforce, that's pre-spraying. Oh, you got to be kidding me right now. And then you're thinking that you don't need House Call Pro. You're not thinking that you need Roger Lloyd's marketing. Not only is it going to help you sell to your customer, it's going to train you to do one thing, to be what Sam just said, a sales guy, a marketer. Yes, I know you got the Hydra Master and you got the Pro Chem, and yeah, there's many others out here. And I know you're proud that you can suck the nail out of a wall, but you have to understand, you need that House Call Pro. You need that marketing that's futuristic, that makes your clients know you're not just a mom and pop shop or a guy that just, took his life earnings and bought a machine, because they're going to treat you that way. They just told the guy he wasn't worth $340. Are you kidding me? He has his truck all lettered up all nice. He has a Hydra Master in there. None of that matters. None of it. But if he had presented her with a pretty House Call Pro quote, not even Roger Lloyd's packages, but a quote and House Call Pro, she would at least started waiving some of her thought process. He might have not got the job, but she would have thought about it a little bit longer. Go ahead, Sam, talk to us.
Very true. You had Mike Peyote on here a couple weeks back from Mikey's Board. There's no way he's walking out of that 8-room house with $340 in his pocket.
Yeah. Right.
And I know, like we always preach to you, you got to charge more, you got to raise your prices, you got to get paid something fair for what you're doing. But the part we don't often talk about, like you don't see this on the forums, you don't see this on Facebook. Nobody's talking about how you get from, hey, I just invested $50,000 in a business. I've got competitors. I got Stanley Steamer out here. I got the guy next door with a rug doctor. How do I get from this point where I got to pay my bills and feed my family to where I can charge $350 for this job instead of $99? And what you're doing, and this is a very important thing that you're bringing to people, not just the networking, not just the knowledge, but a process that somebody brand new in this business can pick up with, can start. Sure, you start with $99 or $89 for 3 rooms. Sometimes you have to. But as you start getting comfortable and you learn your stuff, you can implement things like packages. You can implement things like maintenance plans. And you don't always have to go after the premium, high dollar, high neighborhood customer, right? You can go to regular people like me, right? Who at times in my life couldn't pay $350 for a carpet cleaning. You can come to me and say, hey, here's some packages. Maybe you can't afford this right now. At this stage in your life, here's 3 options. Pick which works for you. And maybe I look at it and I say, you know what? I got a bad back. I don't want to move my own furniture, but I want it cleaned under the furniture, right? If I'm going to pay a carpet cleaner, I expect it to be cleaned under there. Am I going to pay 10 cents a square foot extra to have you move the furniture? Yes, because you're going to clean under it, you're going to move it, you're going to take care of it.
Right.
And ultimately, I'm not going to the grocery store getting the rug doctor because I want it clean. I want it done right.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Sam, there's so many things about House Call Pro, but we only have 45 minutes. So we definitely got to talk. We talked about the entry of how you can use House Call Pro to get you in the door. Now, in House Call Pro, I don't know if you were in my account. I don't know if you saw this or noticed this. I have a chain of emails that I send out throughout the year. Now, I know we have many other marketers in the industry since the beginning of time saying, oh, no, send out postcards every 6 months. Send out postcards every 6 months. I've been doing this 28 years. I was told that the first day I bought my first package. Let me tell you something. 28 years ago, there was no internet. 28 years ago, there was no email. 28 years ago, there was no Facebook. And I could go on and on and on and on. But wasn't 28 years ago. So, yeah, I'm not, wait, because I don't want the other marketing guys to come at me here. I'm not saying that it's not okay, but it's not the best. Do you know how fast someone can check an email now on a smartphone? I have a 15-year-old daughter that can work a smartphone like you can't believe. She can text with one finger and be putting eyelashes. I mean, what? So, what I'm simply saying, and House Call Pro, well, the day before I come to do the actual cleaning, there's a pre-email the day before that not only reminds them that I'm coming, but it's a briefing sheet. How many of you guys got a text message or your client asked you, well, is there anything I should do before you come? I just want to be prepared. Now, for years, I was stuck like you guys. Then I said, wait a minute. I can let them know what they can do to help me. But I'm not going to say it's going to help me. But if they move all the light stuff off the furniture, if they pin up skirts from their chairs, sofas, and so forth, if they put their curtains on hangers and hang them, do you understand how much easier it is when you guys say, oh, no, I don't move furniture. No, not me. Do you understand how much easier it would be to sell furniture moving, as Sam just told you, and my middle and upper package? I only charge you 10 cents more. I only charge you 10, but you put them to work too. If they want a china cabinet moved, how many times do you go in there and the lady's like, the china cabinet is like full of china. And she says, can you move that? Are you kidding me right now? You got china in there that's older than me. I'm not moving that so you can say I broke your check. No, that's not happening. But there is a way that you can say yes so you don't leave her with the negative moment of truth. You can simply say, oh, we'll be happy to move that for you. All you have to do is empty everything out of there and we'll slightly move it back, clean behind it, and push it back and put some furniture tabs underneath, and you're good to go. Now, you gave her an option. Again, here we go with options. She got to go to work herself to pull everything out that takes all the liability off of you. And two, you don't look like a bad guy by saying, oh, no, we don't know, no, because she might really want that moved. So, what I'm telling you right now is priceless, but you guys ain't going, whatever. But the thing is, if you give her that option, now she got to go to work the day before you come, pull all that stuff out. All you got to do is take 2 minutes, pull that thing forward, get behind it, push it back, put the tabs under it, case closed. Now you're a winner. You didn't disappoint her. And yes, you moved her china cabinet that probably hadn't been moved in 10 years. It do need to be cleaned underneath if you know anything about indoor air quality, but we're not even going to get into that. But the thing is, it needs to be cleaned underneath. It's been 10 years. But you're the first guy that even told her, yes, you would move it. The more you say yes and all your competition says no, you're setting the standard in your area by which all other cleaners are judged. Talk to us, Sam.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I mean, you automate this, right? Send them out the email before the job. You don't have to go in and track any of it. You just schedule the job. It'll do it for you. Put your pets away. Make sure your pets are safe. Like you said, if it was me, I mean, if I got somebody to go clean my mother's house, I'm not expecting my mom to move furniture. She doesn't do that. She's like 70-something years old. She is not moving furniture. But I know she's going to expect it to be cleaned under, right? Now, she's certainly capable of moving things out of it. She's capable of doing the light work, taking care of the delicate stuff, right? You don't want a carpet cleaner coming in there and wearing white gloves and doing all the delicate work. They come in, they do the brute force work, right? They move the big stuff. And if you don't move furniture, I would strongly ask you to reconsider it. And like you said, charge for it, right? If you're going to do the work, get paid for what you're doing, but offer a service that makes them feel like you went above and beyond. And part of that whole process of keeping the customer in the loop, right? You let them know ahead of time, here's what we need from you. Here's what we expect. You do this part. When you're on the way to the job, the tech hits a button, they get a text message saying, hey, your tech is on the way. They can see a picture of the technician so they know who they're opening the door for, right? From start to finish, every part along that way, you're giving them control, you're giving them trust, right? That's a big thing Steve Tabiran talks about. I see these guys in the forums all the time mad that somebody doesn't trust them in the house. You're invading their personal space, right? And the way to get around that is utilize things like notifications, right? Let them know, keep them in the loop. Say, hey, here's a little bit about us. Here's a little bit about our company. Here's a picture of your technician who's showing up. Here's his name, right? Here's when he's going to arrive. So you don't have to sit there looking out the window the whole time waiting for somebody who's going to be a half hour, right? They know when you're showing up. They know what you're going to do. You take care of them. Afterward, you ask them for a review. You don't pay some other company $250, $300 a month to generate online reviews for you. You put it in the email or a text. You just have a link that they click on. So right then and there, when they're happy with everything, they click a link. You get your reviews on Google, on Facebook, on Yelp, whatever you want. All they have to do is click a button. I mean, start to finish. And then you take over with following up with your marketing. All automated. You don't have to go in there and monitor any of this. It's all taken care of for you.
But not only that, this is the great thing about how Roger Lloyd's marketing and House Call Pro integrated together. I asked a lot of you guys a while back, do you have an upholstery tool? And of course, you guys, we're talking about equipment. So you guys want to talk to me all day long about that. you forgot who you were talking to. If I asked you a question, it's going to circle back to marketing. Always remember that when you so fast answer. So you said, yeah, Roger, I got a shear dry. I got a da. Great. That's awesome. How often do you use it? Now your eyes go all up in your head, and you get a little fuzzy eyed. And I do. I use yeah. She's stuttering too much. You're not using it enough. See, in House Call Pro, integrated with my contingency email program, it says 3 months later, 90 days later, did we make a mistake? And so right away, that's going to get in any email, that's going to get your customer's attention because, oh my God, you cleaned my carpet 3 months ago. What do you mean? Did you make a mistake? You guys should know me now. There's a reason that I got their attention. We wanted to know if we failed you, did we leave dirty furniture on clean carpet? We want to come back and fix that for you. And we're going to give you 20% off because it's our fault. It's funny. It's real. It gets their attention. You're cleaning more furniture now. Because like Sam just said, it's automated. You guys don't even realize that it went out. You know how many times people call me, yes, Roger, we're going to go ahead and get that furniture done. I'm looking at the phone like, what? Oh, yeah, you just sent me an email. And then I'm like, stupid me. Yeah, I sure did. You see, man, marketing, when you remember that anyone can be a carpet cleaner. Normally, we all had the entrepreneur seizure, including yours truly. We were working for someone else. We thought we could do it ourselves. But all we did was we cut the boss off to create a job for ourselves. When you are an entrepreneur, as Michael E. Gerber in the E-Myth, and if anybody in this business has not read the E-Myth, I'm telling you, it's $10, $15 on Amazon. You can even, if you're not a reader, they even have the audio version now. I'll tell you what, just go on YouTube and type in Michael E. Gerber, the E-Myth. It will help change your thinking. If you change your thinking, you'll change your life. Michael E. Gerber, the E-Myth. He teaches you how you got the entrepreneur seizure and that you went into this, but you only created a job for yourself without a boss. You're still stressed out. You're still working all these hours, and now you got a problem that you didn't think of already. Why isn't my phone ringing like that? My boss's phone rang all the time because while you were out cleaning, him or someone else was doing his marketing. And that's the part that you got left out the loop. Talk to us, Sam. This is your 45 minutes. I'm sorry.
No, you're dead right. And what I love about the fact that you do that upholstery thing at 3 months, if you consider when you first get a new customer, you got what, 800 square feet of carpet you're going to clean, and you're talking to the wife at home. She really wants it cleaned. The husband's like, well, I don't know if we want to spend the money right now. If you do 800 square feet of carpet and you do all the upholstery and you do all the other stuff, you come back with a $700 bill, there is no way they're going to do it. Because for one, they don't want to fork out all that cash all at once. And for two, they don't trust you or know you yet. They don't know the quality of your work. Now, you go in, you do a great job on the carpet. 3 months later, they're like, you know what? This carpet still looks pretty damn good. I like the job they did in here. You know what? We should get this couch taken care of, the chairs, allergens, whatever. We need to take care of all this. And while you're out there, there's probably a couple spots they need touched up too, right? So many opportunities to provide a great customer experience and turn these guys into cheerleaders for life. For life.
You hear what Sam just said? Now, to add to what Sam just said, now this all happened in 2018. But then there's 2019. And guess what? They're going to need all these things done again. You are already their guy. But like Sam just said, there's a big difference in writing a check for $400 to $600 versus writing a check for $600 to $900 because you got the furniture done. They got the furniture done too. So now this is where 6 months later, you ask the client, it's been 6 months. It's time to get your carpets cleaned again. The EPA regulated by the government says you should get your carpets cleaned twice a year. But we want to ask you, do you want it clean free? All you have to do is sign up for our revolutionary residential maintenance program. What's going to happen is, well, anyway, the point is, all of that is in-house called Pro. Do you know how nice it is on a Monday morning before the birds start chirping and that lady's on her way to work? She's like, Roger, yeah, we want to go ahead with that. Lady, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. What do you want to go ahead with? Remember, all of this is automated. It's not, the only sad thing is it doesn't tell you that it's calling all your clients that this is going down. So when they call you, you can't be like, huh? You always have to be like, oh, okay, good morning. What are we talking about? Like in your mind, you gotta be like, what are we talking about? And then they keep talking, and then you'll gather your thoughts and, oh wow, that maintenance plan really does work. Now you got to meet up with her sometime in the next 48 hours. And she's going to sign the contract. She's going to give you 2 months ahead. Now, Sam just said, if you cleaned her furniture previously as well as her carpet, she's going to put all that on the maintenance plan. Guys, that's an automatic, depending how much square footage it was and how much furniture she had. That's an automatic between $70 to $100 that now you're going to get reoccurring every month. So, as I always say, when all your bills come in like clockwork, now you have residual income just coming in, just like airplanes just cabbing in. Boom, 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 boom. But guess who's going to win? The revolutionary maintenance plan, because it's going to wipe out all of the bills that's coming in. And then, guys, it's just so many things. Number one, they're on a program now where they're locked in. So you don't have to hope 6 months later when you do it the old fashioned way, when you send out postcards 6 months later, oh, I hope Miss Johnson calls because she's my favorite. But see, you guys got to understand, Miss Johnson's living life just like you are. She has problems. Kids grow up. All these things that you expect, their lifestyles are changing. Yep. So when you don't have them on a guaranteed contingency program, there's no guarantee. I know guys, what are you talking about, Roger? My clients always get it. Yeah, save all that. And if they do, there's a time coming when 6 months later, when Miss Johnson is going to tell you, you know what, Roger, I love you, but not this time. We're doing it. My carpets aren't even that dirty. You know, you keep it so great. I don't want to hear that. If you love me so much, write me a check. Don't let me come out and do it. Are you kidding me right now? And it just makes sense. All of it's automated in-house called Pro.
And you're
Sam,
right.
talk to us.
You're right. I mean, the clientele is changing. The way they do business is changing. You know, Amazon changed so much. You know, we've trained. I mean, look, we're all consumers too, right? We're in sales, but we're consumers. We've been trained to click on things. Hey, I can order something through a link. I can click on a link. It'll take me where I need to go. Owner-operators love this part of it. You can set up an online booking site where even if you don't want the new customers to see it, you give it in a link in the email to your existing customers. Mrs. Jones, it's been 6 months. Are you ready to schedule your appointment? Click here. And instead of her calling you and you putting down the rotovac, going outside trying to find a quiet place, talking to the customer, and she loves you, she wants to talk for 10 minutes, you just want to finish up on this job. Instead of doing all that, she clicks a link, goes to online booking, books the repeat job. You can talk to her when you get to the job, right? It's beautiful. And people love this because the dynamic is changing, right? People want it easy. They don't want to spend time. Most people, I mean, like me, I work during the day, right? I can't get off the phone long enough to go talk to somebody and wait and hope they call me back and leave a voicemail and do all that. But if I can go online at 9 o'clock at night and book a job, I'm going to do it. You tie it into Facebook, tie it into your website, tie it into your marketing emails, right? Every channel that they go through, make it easy for them. Remove the obstacles, make it easy for them to book work with you, right? That's the whole thing. Overcome that hesitation. Don't make them put it off till tomorrow and forget about it because it's too hard today. Make it easy for them to do right now.
But you're actually making it easy for you too. See,
Yep.
Sam, like you say, he goes in the house called pro every day. See, I'm like you guys. Remember, I'm in the field every day just like you. Imagine if you're in Miss Johnson's house and you got you pushing the roto back, the Devastator wine, whatever you got, and your phone's ringing. You always have to understand that just because you're trying to book that job right then and there, that person on the other end is hearing everything that you got going. That she's hearing the road. Yeah, the rotoback makes a little noise when it spins. She hears the truck mount outside if you're close enough to the house. But remember, you're in someone else's house. So she hears the lady talking. She hears the kids playing. She hears the dog barking. It would be so much nicer if you just said, "Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Of course, I'm on a job site right now." But I'll tell you what, you can go right to our website, or I can send you. I have the links all in my phone and everything, but I can text you a link right now where you can go right to our website, and you'll see a book online or book an estimate now. And my name's Roger. I'll be the one coming out, and we can just do it like that. Now, even after you got off the phone with her, you still got to play around with your phone to put all our information in. You got to play around with your tablet. All of this is going on. Your job, whether you notice or not, is never to stop what you're doing and the point of a job site. That client is paying you to do a job for them. They're not paying you. Of course, Roger, what you talking about? Nobody's saying anything. No. I keep trying to tell you guys, when a woman nods their head and they're smiling at you, they are saying, "You are an idiot. I wish you would get out my face." If you think I'm lying, if any of you had a girlfriend, if any of you had a mother, you could even have a sister, I challenge you. Tell them what Roger Lloyd just said right now. And then they might hurt your feelings and say, "Yeah, because I've been thinking you was a jerk forever, but I always laugh at you because you're my brother. You're my son. You're my boyfriend. You're my husband."
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get some hurt feelings. I'm just going to tell you. Maybe you don't want to ask, but I'm telling you. When a woman smiles at you, you don't know if it's sincere. She sincerely wants you to get out her face. So be brief, be direct, be short. Don't be on the phone in a client's house. Don't be so proud of your equipment, your truck mount outside. "Oh, Roger, what are you talking about?" When they see the lines in the carpet, they're not even worried about it. Yes, they are.
Yep.
Especially if you're charging a fraction of what I'm charging. I'm giving this guy $400 or $500 and he all up on the phone trying to talk to Miss Johnson. No,
Yep.
I'm sorry. This is about House Call Pro. Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
You're right, though. I mean, it's a perception. If you're in front of somebody doing work for them, even if you're doing that same quality of work, even if you're willing to spend more time doing it to make up for it, they want to know, hey, why are you constantly on the phone with other people and not paying attention? Right? When your technician's in there, with headphones on, listening to music or talking back and forth or on their phone doing stuff, same thing, right? You got to play that perception game because, again, this isn't a $250 customer. It's a $20,000 lifetime customer who's going to bring you business if they feel like, hey, this guy was professional, he was attentive, he focused on that job, he got it done, he kept me included every step of the way. I love the professionalism of this tech, right? If you can do that, you deliver, you turn that customer into a cheerleader. If you don't, you just spend an hour, hour and a half on site, and you walk away with the check for $250.
And that's it. That's it. All right, Sam. So, Sam, we not going. We don't like to keep the guys too much longer than an hour. You and I had a hard time getting this thing started, but we managed and we put on a very good show today. And I thank you very much. And they can't tell you, but they're thanking you too in comments and in their mind. Sam, tell us or put up the link So now, okay, we gave you guys the shower. We taught you guys something. Now it's time for you guys to knuckle up and get ready to join the House Call Pro family, so we can really get you automated and get you ready to put all this on autopilot. Oh, let me tell you something else. House Call Pro is going to be your best employee. I know what some of you poor guys are saying. Roger, what you talking about? Yeah, I know. Carpet cleaners, what can I say? Listen, when I say it's going to be your best employee, it's never going to get sick. It's never going to call out. It's never going to ask for a holiday pay. It's just going to keep working and working and working. And that's what you need, especially being a small mom and pop operation. Listen, House Call Pro in a year's time has really helped me set the standard in my area for the way my carpets, for the way my clients look at me. Oh, Roger, yeah, I just sent that invoice that you emailed to me to my husband. So if you want to give me 5 or 10 minutes, I'll be able to tell you if you're going to do it, and we can schedule right now. Are you kidding me right now? I've been doing this 28 years. I would give this heck of a presentation if I do say so myself. And I would get the job, but I had to wait till Mr. Brown came home. And they had to have dinner. So, and now I got mortgages, I got kids, I got young kids at that time. So I got everybody in my ear wanting money. And I need Mr. Brown to hurry up, eat his dinner, so him and his wife can talk about this. I'm going to get it, but I have to wait. It's the waiting game. And you still don't know. So yeah, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock come that evening. Oh, Roger, I know you've been waiting. Sorry to call you so late. But yeah, we're going to go with the middle package. So I'm sitting there like, yeah. But no, because now with House Call Pro, I don't even have to go through that till 8 o'clock at night. Mm-hmm. I can get that. If it's at 4 o'clock, I can have that estimate done, sealed, and sold by 4:15. Thanks to House Call Pro. I was already going to get the job anyway, but House Call Pro just does what everything is supposed to do and like enhance it to just make it a little bit better. All right, Sam, what you want to say to us so we can wrap it up?
Well, hey, I posted a link in here. So if you guys want a demo of House Call Pro, try it out, click the link. You know, we can do a screen share. I can walk you through some stuff. And a lot of what I do, look, I've been doing this. I've been working with carpet guys for almost 7 years now, right? It's not one size fits all. I want to look at your business, what you're doing, whether you're owner operator, if you got maybe a family member or a part-time tech helping out, whatever the situation is, we're going to go through it. We're going to see where it hurts in your business. We're going to see where you spend the most of your time and where you can improve. I'll show you. I mean, I know Roger. I follow Roger. He's got a good plan. If you want to implement the stuff he's teaching you, I can show you the part technology-wise how to do it so you don't have to worry about it, right? So between me, between Roger, you know, we will offer lots of unsolicited advice to you that you may or may not listen to. But, you know, I'm happy to show it to you whether you buy it or not. You'll still learn something from it. You'll learn what's capable. Even if you're not ready for it right now, you'll pick up some tips on things you can do to improve your business right now. So, hey, fill out the demo. We'll talk a little bit. Through Carpet Cleaning World, you get a discount with House Call Pro. Right? You can save up to 30% on House Call Pro, and the link in there will actually take you to a web page to make sure you get that discount. And you know, we take good care of you. You know, I'm the kind of guy that, like, I'm not a used car salesman. I know you guys are trying to feed your family out there, the same as I am. And so when you sign up with me, you have my commitment. I'm going to make it work for you. If that means it's Saturday night at midnight and you're texting me asking for, hey, man, this marketing thing isn't working. How do I get this thing to send out for tomorrow? You text me, I'll help you out, right? You're not going to just hear from me and forget about it, right? I'm going to help you make this thing work. Roger's going to help us make this work. And it's a good system.
You know, I want to finish off while we're going to thank Sam. I know you guys. A stand for applause. So let's give Sam a whole lot of A's. But I want to tell you something about Sam Robinson. And we're not talking about you being lost in space. We're talking about Sam Robinson from House Call Pro. He just told you he's been around for a long time. Before he was with House Call Pro, he was with another CRM company and he was offering very good assistance. I heard about Sam Robinson way before I joined House Call Pro. Not because he was with the CRM company, but because he was genuine and he cared. They didn't always say what company he worked for. They were like, you need to call Sam. The man he worked for said, you need to call my guy Sam. So that says a lot about the gentleman who's sitting on the other side of me right here. So if he's telling you to call him, if he's telling you, you're not just joining House Call Pro. Do you get it? You're not just joining a CRM company. You are joining someone that's telling you, look, hey, man, I'll help you. He didn't say call House Call Pro, we'll help you. He said, hey, but he's still saying call House Call Pro. But he's telling you he'll help you.
Right.
And when all the smoke clears and all the fire's gone, you're going to need that one person to help you get through to make this business the best it can be. And that's what this is. All right, everyone. Sam Robinson, A stand for applause. We all thank you very much. Sam will be back. You know that. And he's a great guy. He's a great help. And he's about to be a great friend. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. I would like to apologize for the Ricker Road before to get started. But we always get it done. And we had a great show tonight. It's up to you. It always was, and it always will be. Now, what you do with it is the question. Thank you. Thank you, Sam, and good night.
Take it easy.